I actually have some free time this evening and I figured why not film a makeup look, you know? My skin is all over the place, so I am just using this Pharmacy Deep Sweep BHA toner. Let us moisturize. For that, I'm going to use the Keys Soul Care products. This is the eye cream and this is the face cream. And y'all, I literally have so much skincare that I have to leave this on my vanity so I know to use it. But I like it because it does what it's supposed to do, which is pretty much what's most important to me when it comes to the skincare. Like, just do what you say you're gonna do. We are taking this back to the olden days, to the before times when I used to just record. Let's get into my eyebrows. Okay, so I finally decided what I'm gonna do. And it's this look! This is from Sorokarnya. Okay? SOROKAIRYNA on Instagram. I saved this post a long time ago because I really like the color placement. Can y'all see that? I really like the color placement. So, oops, hold on. So, this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to start with purple. It's from the Norvina Volume 1 palette. Yeah, the Volume 1. This is going to be shade B4. I'm going to stop placing it right below where I want it to be blended out, okay? Because I don't need this color being all the way up here. I don't. So I wiped off my brush and now I'm just tapping into the edges again to soften them before I start blending out. That way I don't have any patchiness and I'm able to keep the ball rolling. Now you can totally take other colors to blend this out, like red or pink or even lighter purples. I think I'm just gonna stick to probably purple. Make sure that when you're softening the edges that you are keeping your shape in mind, whether that's a cat-like shape, a round shape, whatever the goal is, just keep that in mind, okay? Then I'm gonna take A3 and along the edges I'm just going to draw her out. So out here I'm gonna have longer strokes, and the closer I get towards my crease and my brow bone, I want those those blending motions to be a little bit shorter. And I'm gonna go out towards the edges here and just soften the blendation. Like that. Now notice how I have this harsh line right here, right? I'm going to take B4 again, and with the shorter strokes again, I'm just going to soften that out, blend it out, because y'all know, Azul Nazul, the unblended eyeshadow. I cannot get jiggy with this. So just like that. And if your tiny brush or your bigger brush isn't doing a good enough job, go ahead and grab yourself a tinier brush, right? And this is the Morphe M506 brush. Help with them details, girl. Because Lord knows, it's hard enough trying to blend pressed pigments without having those harsh lines that pop up for whatever reason. Now there is a blue in this palette, the D4 shade from the Norvina Volume 1, but I want to try using C3 from the Norvina Volume 2 palette. So I just need a brush that's going to apply it right. You know what I'm saying? I just need a brush that's gonna do me right. And ooh, I'm gonna put her right on top, honey. Ugh, beautiful. So she has to be blended in. So what I'm gonna do is just tap, 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 tap. So I can take a blending brush and moving on up to my inner corner, so I can blend it out right now, yeah. Ooh. This is a MAC 217 brush, and I'm pretty much doing these ovular motions because I'm just fanning it out. I don't need it to go up. I don't need it to go out. I kind of just need it to blend in with this purple real good and not take over too much space over here, because I do need to lay down a green. I'm going to lay down a matte green, and then I'm going to lay down a metallic green. And I wiped off my brush, so I'm just tapping on whatever's left, because we want these colors firmly established, as the Bible says. The next color that we're going to add is supposed to be like a light green, if I'm not mistaken. Low-key, I feel like I need a little bit more blue though, so, because the blue needs to be bluing like Blue's Clues bluing. So tap tap. I'm going to use two greens. I'm going to start with B1 from the Volume 2 palette, and I'm just going to put it right here. When you're layering matte colors like this, I wouldn't say necessarily worry about getting them on your lid versus getting them, you know, in your crease, wherever they're supposed to go. I wouldn't worry about getting them on your lid if that's not where they're necessarily supposed to be. And the reason why is because you can always put whatever color you want to put right on top afterwards, whether that's a metallic color or a matte color. And if you need a little help, you can always use primer to do that. So make a cut crease or something. So I'm putting that green down like so, like that. And I'm tapping it out. Then I'm going to take A2. I'm going to flip my brush to the other side. And I'm going to take A2 and put A2 right here. And again, not really concerning myself with it overlapping with the original green, because they all need to blend together anyway. Yes, honey. So yeah, I'm going to take my ABH primer and cut my crease. Doesn't need to be a full cut crease from what I can see, which means that I'm just not taking the primer all the way out here. And I just want to make sure that everything is nice and smooth, as it should be. Cool beans. Alright, and I'm going to tap this in like that. And again, I'm just tapping this in so that it's nice and even, and checking to make sure that my lines is clean, girl. Like I see a little curve like that. Okay. And I'm tapping it out like this. I don't think we got a green like that. Not in this palette. I think I have one. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. This is from the Kaleidos Makeup palette. This is the Flower Punk palette. I'm going to tap this right on. Y'all, that is so pretty. So pretty. And they actually do have a teal shade. I don't even know why I didn't think about this. So what I'm gonna do, because y'all low-key I messed this whole color combination up, I'm gonna take Mint Fever from the same Kaleidos palette, and I'm going to boop boop be doop, pop it right on there. Pop it, place it, blend it. Look at me trying to make up for my mistake type stuff. You know what I learned though? Because I learned something from this. What I learned is I need to make sure I get my palettes together before I start talking about what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to take the mint color with my pinky and like try to finesse it onto my eye somehow. Like that. Ooh. Oh, that is so... It's honestly, this camera is not doing this any justice. okay? Not the Justice League, not the Justice of the Peace. Like, this camera is honestly playing these colors. So let me just go up in here like that. I always try to get the pigments, the pressed pigments, as close to the line as possible with my finger. And then I'll go back in with a very skinny brush and do the rest of it like that. Now in the picture, the green low-key was the star of the show, but it's pretty clear that the teal, mint, whatever you want to call it, was supposed to be popping. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used for the blue earlier, and I'm going to take a little bit of this D4 from the Norvina Volume 1 palette, and I'm going to place her right there, because the blue that was on here was way darker than the blue that I wound up using. Or I guess you could say way more royal looking. So I'm just going to tap that around them edges. And even though this shade has shimmer in it, like if you look at the palette, it looks like it has shimmer in it. It really ain't popping like that. So you can totally treat this like a matte eyeshadow. Okay, and I'm just tapping it along the edges. That way, when I go back in with this brush for the green, I can sweep them together and make a really, really beautiful gradient. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to finesse. This is harder than it looks. Can y'all see it? I think I have to layer more blue. There we go. Y'all, because I was about to get mad. I feel like I'm legit so out of practice. But it's okay. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. Before I get back on the camera, I'm going to do my other eye and my face. And then I'll be back to do the lower lash line. Alright, y'all. So we are about to finish this look. Now, I'm going to stay zoomed in. Look at my ear. I'm going to stay zoomed in so y'all can see what I'm doing. But based off of what I can see, homegirl got purple inner corner eyeliner that goes into her waterline. Her waterline turns blue. And then she has a green smoky on the lower lash line. So we gonna make it do what it do, baby. First of all, let me check and see. Oh, I still have my tried and true. If you don't have allergies or sensitive eyes, using a white eyeliner and topping it with your eyeshadow is how you get that pretty color in your waterline, unless somebody makes a good enough eyeliner that's going to stay in place. Let me just keep it real with y'all. Most companies do not have that. So I've literally had this for years, and I wish that Too Faced would come out with some more, because the girl is running low. Like, that's it. And this is my tried and true for putting colors on my waterline. In my experience, when you want a colored waterline and you're using eyeliner as a base, you definitely want to do it first so you don't risk smudging your makeup. Okay. And I'm using the back of a brush to hold my eye down very gently, might I add. And I do not recommend or advise using a product this old, because I'm sure if you Google it, you're going to be like, dang sis, they got rid of that a long time ago. I don't recommend using a product this old on your eye, okay? I'm not advising that. And, you know, I don't take responsibility if you try it and something happens to your eyeball. Just keep it real. Just keep it real. So for the blue, I really want it to be vibrant, but low-key, I don't want glitter in my eye. And I think I'm gonna risk it. I mean, the eyeliner itself is old. So you want to pick up some. Always dust off the excess so that it doesn't get in your eye. And I'm using a very dense eyeliner brush, and I'm tapping it on, not sweeping it across, not dusting it across. And I'm not picking up more product than what the brush can actually hold. This will help you not have fallout or get it in your eye, as I was just about to say, but I did it already. 9 times out of 10 though, when you do this, you will get the eyeliner on the eyeliner. You will get the eyeshadow in your eye, if I'm being completely honest. That's why I said don't do this if you have sensitive eyes at all. And the only reason why I'm using this one, this is the shade D4. I'm using this one is because it's the one that I use on my crease, even though it oxidized. I hope that it oxidizes in my waterline. I'm going to take this MAC eyeliner. This is the Technical Liner and Eyeliner Kajal. Okay, and the shade is Graph Black. This is a very popular product at MAC. And I'm going to put this right underneath the blue. And you might be wondering, well, Christina, if the lower lash line is green, why on earth would you be laying down black? The reason why is because, number one, the eyeshadow needs something to adhere to that's not my concealer. Number two, it's going to help with transitioning from having the depth to making it smoky green. So, yeah, that's why. And I want to do this first too because I'm going to have to layer a metallic color on top of it, and then I'm going to put on that purple eyeliner. Green is one of those colors that you have to be really careful with because it too can totally change on you. So I'm taking E3 from the Volume 2 palette by Xrizz'Tina, and I'm just popping it in here. Notice how I'm widening my eyes so my fake lashes don't come down and mess with this brush while I'm tapping this in. And I'm tapping this in, basically. If you have fine lines and wrinkles, I recommend once you get your brush where you need it, looking up like this so that you can really get that eyeshadow in there, sis, so that you don't have any creasing or separation during the day. Most people are not oily down here either, so that shouldn't be an issue. And for said edges, I'm going to use the MAC 221S brush, and I'm actually going to zip into E1. Now this one also has a little shimmer in it, but I'm not using a lot of it. I just want to blend this color out, basically. So it's not really to make the color show up itself, it's just to soften it and blend it out so it doesn't mix with my concealer like crazy. Isn't that pretty? Okay, y'all. So let's get into this inner corner, honey. Okay. This inner corner, she gotta pop. Okay, she gotta be like. So I'm gonna go back into this Aloe Cove shade, and you know what? I'm gonna use my pinky. I'm using the very edge of my pinky. And I'm just gonna layer. Oh, do y'all see that? That looks totally different on its own on top of like my concealer. It doesn't look quite like it does up here on the primer. And you know what? In the picture that I saved, the post that I saved for this look, it's the same thing on the other girl's eye. So cool. I was wondering how I was gonna accomplish that variation, that difference, and girl, we did it. All right. Okay, so let me tell y'all how silly I am. I'm over here trying to mix this and make it opaque, right? And it was working out just a little bit. Then I looked over to my right and realized I've got this. This is the Xrizz'Tina cake liner. I don't know if she still sells these, but guess what? This might not be the same color as what's in my outer corner, but it's purple, so that's all that matters. Hooray! And I'm going to... Tulip, you gotta be still. Y'all, Tulip... I remember when Tulip used to be in my lap all the time when I'm filming. And I taught her to be still while I'm doing my eyeliner. Yeah, she unlearned that, so... And right here. And I'm not even gonna try to get it perfect. Boop. So the liner itself is supposed to go into the blue waterline, and that's what I'm doing. I actually really like these cake liners. I think they are convenient to say the least. I do wish that they came in other colors though, because she did a really good job formulating these, and There's a lot of water activated liners out there that, you know, they're nice, they work, but don't shed a tear, sneeze, or have allergies. You know what I'm saying? Booyah. Close enough. Close enough. I'll do the other one and I'll come back to close out the video. So this is the final look. Let me pull up the picture so we can make a little comparison. How did I do? How did I do? How would they know? I think I did pretty good, especially considering I wouldn't say that we don't have the same eye shape, but I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. Obviously, I didn't have all the same colors, and as y'all recall, I made a little oopsie with the color placement, but that is all right. This is mad cute. Perfect for going grocery shopping. I am going to take some eyeball pictures and mind my business, but if you'd like to, subscribe to this channel, share this video, and follow me on Instagram. Period. Period. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.